Hello Rush Soccer players and welcome to this recorded session of the Playerocity system. First off, let's go into registration. Registration is extremely important because it is the first step to filling in your profile. As a player, your profile is one of the most important things because the accuracy there is what's going to ensure that college coaches are able to communicate with you and contact you and establish the relationship that they need to with you. And it starts with accuracy here, whether it's that they're contacting your coach or whether they're contacting you. These fields need to be as accurate as possible. As you'll see, we'll remind you of these fields later every time you're in the locker room, which you're going to see pretty soon here. You're going to be reminded of these profile fields, so be checking those. Make sure that it's accurate. This is going to be the same with your profile picture. As you can see right now, I'm filling in my coach's information. Right here I'm putting Michael Gabb, who is the Rush National and Colorado Rush CAP Director, and he's going to be in communication with all of the players in the system. So make sure though that when you put your coach in there that it's as accurate as possible, because we really need to make sure that the college coaches are getting the right information and that you're portraying yourself professionally. All right, now that I've registered for this system, right when I clicked register, it created my account. Right now it's loading. What this is about to do is this is going to redirect me to the correct login page. Since I put Colorado Rush Soccer, it redirected me to a Colorado Rush login. So now I'm going to log in here. And if you already have an account, this is where this tutorial really would start for you. And the first thing that I see is my profile in the locker room. The locker room is your central point of navigation for everything that you do. It's going to show you all of your steps, step 1 through 4, and then your final step is step 5 once you've committed. But first, let's go into your profile, which is step 1. And the first thing you want to do in your profile is edit your profile information. You started this already, but you're not done yet. And you need to make sure that you fill all of this in. There's a lot of fields here, but they're very important. Some of this that's really important is your About Me section in your profile to tell about yourself. Your SAT and ACT is crucial. And then this bottom section, this is for your team profile PDFs. This is what's going to show up when, if a college coach is at a tournament with you, they're going to see this. They're not going to see everything else you put in your profile. They're going to see these 4 things in some of your information. So you want to make sure that these here are stuff that you know is going to get recognized. You put your 4 best accomplishments right there that are listed on that list. So now that we've saved that, it's going to take me back to the locker room, and I want to go back into my profile because I want to edit it even more. I want to get profile picture in there. I'm not going to do this at the moment, but I want you to see how easy it is. All you have to do is browse and then upload your picture. And then once you've done that, once you've browsed and uploaded your picture, it's going to show up. And this is also going to be on your team profile sheets. So with Rush Soccer, you have a specific picture that should be in there. So make sure that your Rush Soccer with your sponsor branding is behind that. The next thing you want to do is you want to add videos. This is crucial to letting coaches see their first glimpse of you. So go ahead and go in here and add video. If you don't have a YouTube account, you're going to need to make one because that's how we do this, is we require the YouTube video. So you're just going to put in the video URL, and once you do that, that screenshot emblem right there will go away, and it'll just save your video, and you'll be able to go from there. And so once you can edit your video, this is really just if you have a video that you wanted to take it down because you weren't sure about it, you can remove videos here. If you want to really edit it, you'll have to use your own software and then re-upload it to YouTube. But now let's go back into our profile. So the next thing we want to do is we want to preview our profile. We want to make sure that this looks good. In this, it's going to show us the online version of our profile, as we're about to see, and we'll also have an option to view a printable PDF. And you'll want to look at both of these. You want to view that print-friendly view because you want to see what our college coach is seeing on a piece of paper. So make sure you have a solid piece of paper in there. Make sure that that PDF looks great. So once you've made your profile, you want to start finding colleges that you want to email. So that's where you go to find your college. So right when you go in your college list, you can also browse colleges, search colleges, or let us know if you can't find it. Right now, I'm just going to browse colleges, and I'm going to be looking for Demo University, which is in Men's Division 1. And this is just going to come up in an alphabetical list. And what I'm going to find here is that it's not on page 1. So I'm going to go over to page 2. And what I'm going to do here on page 2 is I'm going to add Demo University, and I'm going to join this college. And when I join this college, it's going to add it to my communication list. So now that I've joined Demo University, I go to my college list, it's going to show up there, and these are the colleges here that I can communicate with through the Playerocity system because I've added them into my contacts. So now that I've added this college to my contacts, I'm going to email this college. This is going to come from your personal email that you signed up from. When college coaches reply, it's going to go to that email. It's not going to be in our system, it's going to be in your email. That's very important because when you get replies from college coaches, it's not to this system. So you can put any additional recipients once you've selected the university, put a subject, and when you insert a template, it has what we call tokens. And these tokens are going to make sure that the correct information is filled in. So it's going to put the correct college name, especially if you put more than one college. Don't type their name in there. You need to have a token in there so that each one is addressed individually. It's going to put the correct name and the correct university. However, if you change those tokens, which are in the brackets, then it's going to change your email. So here we have a branded preview of an email, and I'm going to go ahead and send that. So I get this confirmation message. Now I'm going to go back to the locker room, and I'm going to go to step 4. I want to see if this college coach has read my email. So I'm not going to go into this because I just sent this, so it hasn't been read yet. But hopefully for you, you'll also be read really quickly. So we have 3 different icons. The first one, I can open this message. I'm going to do that because we'll see what it looks like. This is what my email looks like. I just sent it, and this is what a college coach is going to see. The other 2 icons, the first one is I can see if this college coach has read my email. I can see when they read my email. And this is great because you want to know if they've replied. The other thing is you can see if they're interested because maybe they clicked on your profile from that. This is a really cool feature. And the last thing is once you've gone through the whole process, once you've committed, then you can go ahead and you can click step 5. Don't click step 5 if you've not committed, because if you do this, it'll change your registration and that's going to show up on your team sheets. You don't want a college coach to come to your tournament and see on your team sheet that you put committed when you aren't. So unless you've committed, don't put it here. If you have committed, then put it here, because this will change your registration. And now that you've committed, you can share this. So we have 2 options for sharing this. We've got Facebook and Twitter. And what this is going to show, this is just a Playerocity certificate here, but when you share this, it's really going to show your profile picture and say you committed with this club to this school, and mine would say Demo University. There at the bottom we have a few more support links, and really that's going to conclude this session for our system. And players' parents, let us know at support@playerocity.com if you have any questions. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.